Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Supergirl Season 5, Episode 11, Back from the Future Part 1, which means it's a two-parter, and it means WINN is back from the future, which is fantastic. I have missed WINN a lot. While there are other people I would also like to come back from the future, very excited to see WINN, especially for 2 episodes, as I assume he'll go back, or won't be in it anymore after that, because I know Jeremy's not rejoining the show full time. I am intrigued about this episode. I think WINN being in it is going to be a big plus for me because, as I've mentioned in previous reactions, I'm not loving some parts of this season. And my usual disclaimer before a Supergirl episode is, if you are still a fan of Lena Luthor, please do not watch this because I have not enjoyed her this season and you will not enjoy this reaction, I imagine. But yeah, I'm very excited to get back to Kara's life and to see what's happening with all these wonderful characters. So yeah, let's go. I don't like this. It's one way to stop a prison bus. And WINN was ready.
Come with me if you want to live.
Your candy tray awaits, my lady.
Guys, how's been at the DEO?
She wants to change the subject.
In this universe. But no beach vacation can mask evil. Wish we knew what he was up to.
You could talk to Brainy if he was talking to you.
From another Earth, so
it's not our WINN. But Back from the Future means it's going to also be our WINN.
That they had it coming.
He's a very good evil guy, but
He killed him.
oh dear.
Whatever you do, make it splashy.
So what did he just plant on him? A
If we're gonna
tracker
build a
or?
legacy, it's going to need to survive well into the future.
Yeah, so he's trying to lure WINN back from the future.
Waiting for you?
Oh, right. Sorry, something came up.
Oh dear Lena, how surprising that he wasn't reliable, for goodness sake.
Back at square one, I needed your help.
I understand.
Why don't you build
but
another slave?
Problem will be harmed, especially if you help us. As
They've
with the
just
female,
let loose the murderer.
The recent
I presume this
changing
WINN is a
universes
murderer.
might have shown. I know wouldn't let a little thing like friendship get in the way of
Well,
saving
the Lena
the world.
YOUUU has a
As a
weird
thank
view
you,
of friendship
I can guarantee
and a
you
great
source of
victim
true
complex.
waves. Is that why you attempted to take over Roger's
William, being this
engineering?
obvious is not a good
You
call.
wanted
You
to
were
get
much
into
more subtle
biomechanics,
before.
but Los Danvers, a quick word, please. Thank you.
be right back.
You could burn that door, William.
Judging me for the crimes of another Earth's Lex, well, that's not fair.
You
now,
are
is it?
the others are
Find out what you're
Lex.
doing.
Decides to proceed with his Lexpose, it will prove very, very
Yeah, he was
dangerous for
pretty
his health.
obvious. It was a very public change. Oh dear. Ooh. WINN from the future? WINN! This is a good proper WINN. Love the outfit. WINN is too smart.
Brainy, I need you to lock on to every traffic camera in National City.
Brainy knows exactly what's going on.
This guy
He hurt someone. I don't think you understand.
Yeah, Brainy, you
My
didn't think this
life.
plan through.
is over. My wife, my daughter.
So he's happily married in the future.
white.
Mary's gonna turn 2 in April.
They're beautiful.
I'm glad WINN's happy.
Good to see you.
You could have also
I might have
visited.
missed you. Like,
Kills someone, I will never see my family again. They'll put me in jail or worse.
must be something, right? I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
Brainy, this is what
this
you
person-
did.
Yeah,
He's not very good at this
I'll,
subterfuge thing.
I'll go to the
I'm gonna have Jean just bring you up to speed on
Yes.
exactly what happened.
How dangerous Leviathan is and how
I'm
terrible.
hoping
he
this is
must have
fake,
been,
otherwise
and I
Lena is
understand
being
that.
1000th
You never
hypocrite
wanted to
of all
betray
time.
me. No, it's you and me again, okay? You
Lena!
and me, John.
Is she gonna walk away with an evil smirk on her face? Because otherwise,
Okay, I can't.
yeah.
Andrea knows nothing. Seems on this earth.
Lena does not forgive.
Leviathan hasn't activated her
She
yet.
cannot understand a thing.
But don't worry.
She is always right.
I'm up here. First, I am so
WINN
sorry.
could visit.
But we place for my super friends to work whenever they should need it.
I like this. Now
What are you gonna
Lex
call
is in
this?
charge.
I was thinking the tower.
Cool.
Absolutely. I'm back in a bit.
Yes.
You have Winshot's DNA from his hair. That's all you'll need. Now.
Oh, so he took a
when this
hair
is
off
over,
his back. That's what he
Call
did.
off Toyman.
Way smarter than we gave him credit for.
Brainy, you've already messed up.
Technology he's using, it's something that I've never seen before.
You're from the future now.
A fireworks display like never.
There are crazy people out there, or people that think it's a joke or it's funny who would like it.
Guys?
Oh dear. I'm gonna save you, WINN, maybe next episode, but... Such a happy picture. Okay, I love that.
It's genius.
And I will.
Shifty McShifterson.
We have to be smart because if he's dangerous, we can't just go around making baseless accusations.
But you've already done and already alerted him to his suspicion.
Obsidian Platinum will be like nothing anyone has ever seen before.
Leviathan.
I want you.
We don't have to promote bloodshed for the sake of yours.
No,
and
exactly.
Actually, this is the.
Whoa, Nia. As in Nia Nall.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, this is
She's gonna be
incredible.
awesome,
Holy
as you already
crap.
knew.
Tell me everything.
No.
Does she look like me?
Okay.
We always needed a balcony for emotional scenes. I'm glad the tower has one. It's prettier than the DEOs.
Are a powerful woman. You see this? So,
That's awesome.
never let anyone make you question your own worth.
I love Win. I've missed him a lot.
You must be such a great dad. Name her after your mom.
Well, it's either that or Winifred. In the future, Kara isn't exactly what you would call an original name choice.
What are you talking about?
Parents naming their children after the legendary Kara's on it.
Oh my god. Not too hot on my own legend right now.
What a mess Lena's able to
To
create.
kill one of my.
With the tigers.
Yep. I wonder if there's going to be anyone like, I don't know, William and people, if they're going to be different versions of themselves to the one that we already had on this Earth. I mean, the other William was good, but maybe this William, I don't know, could be anti-Lex because of Leviathan, or I don't know. Being far-fetched here, but...
To choose between your life and your dream. You can always have both.
somewhat far-fetched, but it would be a good dream.
Smile.
It's the toy man. It's the eye of the tiger, alright?
My horse can do that?
Says who?
So you couldn't recognise yourself under a mask.
You can still change. All right, you are not
Win.
Toy Man. Toy Man is eternal.
You've got this win. I mean, actually, it's a two-parter, isn't it? Oh dear, so they didn't manage to stop it. Anyone missing? Giles? Please say she got everyone out.
We lost no civilian lives to any of Toy Man's attacks.
Oh, that's good news.
Wanted poster?
Oh, sweetheart. His family again.
He's gone. I go home.
Oh, thank goodness. But there's a part 2, so what's that going to be?
We should investigate Lex together. There's
That's who Kara
safety in
is.
numbers. And see you, did he?
Of course not.
Good.
I was careful.
Are you evil now?
So,
I kind of want him to
do
be
you
evil
want
now.
to look at the rest of my notes?
The biggest, it's game night. You should come.
You shouldn't invite him. He's very much written as the love
It doesn't
interest.
matter, it's-
I don't feel it like I have done before.
Dinner waiting for me.
It's just more you can see that that's what they're doing.
So tell me the truth.
I have lied to everyone.
I don't feel like they're all going to find out right now.
Bring you back for the sake of the future.
That was you. Did you
Win.
No.
Betraying your friends.
My life. Brady, my family. I had to.
Rainy, this is not a good call.
Lex, I
You need to
don't
complain
know
to
if
the
I can
others.
control him. I'm terrified that I'm becoming the bad guy.
You're not very good at
You
it,
must
though.
hate me.
I should hate you. But everything worked out, so I guess I don't. In fact,
I love Win.
Legionnaires to fight your cousin and stop him. But all that kind
So, did they do that?
of feels and can see some old friends.
But you could visit any time in your time
You
traveling
still
ship.
consider me an old friend? Yes.
Could you pop by Lena Luthor's office and maybe give her some counselling on how to forgive friends if they upset you, especially unintentionally? Because this is a case where it was entirely intentional. I mean, not to upset WINN, but
Press the button.
Lena literally cannot invent a single thing for herself. She has to steal it all the time. But she can invent slave robots.
If only Mother could see how nicely we're playing together now.
She helped orchestrate it. I think she's aware.
That's never a mystery.
Lena literally cannot figure a single thing out herself. She has to cheat the whole time, and yet she thinks she's a genius. I mean, she is very clever, and she is a genius, but she's also cheats. Kara!
To new friends.
Please don't be evil, William, or maybe please do be, because that'd be a good plotline if he's evil. Oh dear. Part 1.
Let's play to win.
Part 2 next. We have to wait, don't we, till February, mid I know it's February tomorrow, but mid-February. Okay, it's February tomorrow when I'm filming this. It will be past that for you. Okay, so I enjoyed that episode a lot more, I think largely because of WINN. That was so good to see him again, and to know that he's got this wonderful happy family in the future and that he's happy is just everything. And I love WINN and I'm sad, but that kind of explains him not coming back. Although they literally have a time travel ship that they can just pop back. Why can't they come back and visit all the time? Something I still find very interesting with this show is the fact that from the moment Mon-El walked away from Kara, he has been like a blacklisted name. They do not mention him, which even if they caved, which we know they did, to the will of a loud, angry fan base that kept attacking people online, being trolls, you could still mention his name. It's just weird that like Rainey didn't say, oh, by the way, you know, Mon-El's doing all right and whatever. His what? Oh my god, I've forgotten his wife's name, his ex-wife's name. You know, like, oh, there's people that you did know. One of them who, you know, he was quite important to everyone here. He's doing all right. You know, like there was no mention of him, and that just continues to be a slap in the face to all of us who are true fans of Supergirl, to anyone who isn't a crazy hater person, because like I've said before, most people that watch Supergirl aren't as invested as I am even, and they just like all the characters. And, you know, Mon-El was a likeable character who was in it for a while and a big part of the show. So the fact that they just never mention him is insulting. And I'm still angry about how he left. And I'm still angry about the 180 turn they did there. And I'm still angry that in that final scene of season 3, when they let Kara and Alex sat on the sofa and they were talking through all the details of everything they'd been through, the rain they'd fought, and Alex didn't say, oh, how are you feeling? Because all that needed to happen was Alex saying, how are you feeling with Mon-El leaving again? And they could have had a crap thing where Kara was like, oh, you know, it's okay. You know, but they would have mentioned it, because as a good sister, even if you had no idea that Kara was almost getting back with Mon-El, which we all know she was, at the very least, you'd be thinking, has it brought back the pain from last year? Because Kara suffered a lot with that. So that was bad writing. The fact that this episode, WINN, who's been hanging out at the Legion and Mon-El this whole time, didn't think to mention him once. As far as I'm concerned, off screen he mentioned him. But, you know, on screen, for us, I don't understand that. Lena continues to be an idiot. Or more just, I don't understand, like, a lot of people get hurt when, like, a lot of people get betrayed a bunch. It doesn't make you special. It doesn't make you the only person that's wonderful. I mean, Lena has lied about all sorts of things to people. Lena is still lying to everyone she sees. And yet she thinks she's such a martyr and such a wonderful person because she wants to brainwash forcibly the entire planet. And she's working with Lex Luthor and all of this nonsense. And whenever Lena is doing this, she had to steal Andrea's tech to find the Q-Waves the first time. Now she's had to steal Legion tech to find the Q-Waves this time. She has ideas, but she can't actually put them into motion. She needs Lex to do it for her, or a slave robot she's built. I don't understand why they're writing Lena to be this stupid. Like, she doesn't fix anything herself. She just steals it all the time. And the way she won't forgive anyone, or, you know, acknowledge that there is another side to the story. You know, she has every right to have been hurt by Andrea and every right to have been hurt by Kara. I have never said that her being upset is invalid, but the way she is acting with that upset is entirely invalid. It just shows that she's an idiot. But I don't know, she needs to go to intensive therapy to figure out how to feel like a person and not like a monstrous villain that she is becoming. And yeah, I'm still not loving Lena or Lex. Thankfully they weren't in it quite as much this episode. I'm still not particularly enjoying Brainy's plotline, this whole plot of where, you know, they have to pretend, like they have to betray everyone and they feel so awful about it. And I'm sure at some point it's going to come out where at the moment they're all just a bit, oh, something's off with Brainy, and like Mia's upset with him obviously because he just dumped her out of the blue. But it's going to probably come out where he does something and they all find out he's been with Lex and they're all betrayed and he's all like, oh, he has to pretend that and I'm not here for that. So my other theory I had, which is completely random, is like we've got here alternate timelines, and who's to say that people that aren't part of our core group aren't different to who they were? I mean, if you think about it, if you look at Batwoman, spoilers, we've got a Beth, a good Beth, who lived a good life, who is not Alice. So we have now, okay, yeah, the original Alice stayed the same. But then if you look at Arrow, spoilers, in the future now, in that timeline, JJ grew up to be a great guy. Connor grew up to be a bit more messed up. We don't know enough about him, but from the way they were acting, it seems like he's at least struggling more than he is, and that maybe he wasn't as good, which shows that the Diggles are bad parents. They could not raise 2 children well. They've got a 3rd one now, God help us. So, you know, with that, we've seen that people don't have to be the same because it's various different Earths have merged. The fact that Leviathan isn't as prevalent now, William is not investigating that anymore. His friend was killed by Lex, he thinks. I mean, it would be a good twist. It would actually be a twist that I would really enjoy if William turned out to be evil. I mean, especially as at this point, I know that they're having Kara fall for him. That has been signposted since he walked in being a jerk, and it was obviously wasn't really going to be a jerk. And then when they found out he wasn't a jerk, them setting them up as a couple has been signposted, but there is no chemistry. And when you go from having some of the strongest chemistry of all time on screen, because no one could deny that. Anyone that claims there was no chemistry between Kara and Monel, I mean, they literally are married. Like, there is so much chemistry between those actors. William, there is no chemistry. He's a character that was obvious. I mean, I know with Monel it was kind of obvious he was going to be a love interest, but there was that real spark of chemistry. And, you know, I was convinced that the show was going to hurt me with Kara and Monel. I spent most of the beginning of season 2 fighting against my instincts to ship them, and I just couldn't because their chemistry was too brilliant. Whereas with William, it's been very obvious, and I'm still pissed. I'm pissed off with how they dealt with it. Unacceptable. I'm still so angry with how they treated us with Monel. But also, why should I get invested in another relationship with Kara? It's because in another season, they'll decide they don't like that anymore and just screw us over and write it out with nonsense. You know, I don't trust the Supergirl writers, especially these showrunners, so I'm pretty sure the same ones from season 3, that they don't really care about the fans, or they care about the really loud group of fans, and if those fans are bullying and abusive to actors, they couldn't care less. They just cater to them and they ignore everyone else. So I'm not feeling positive about William, but what would be a brilliant twist, especially at this point before Kara is too invested in him. You know, she would be upset and hurt, which I wouldn't like, but she wouldn't be as upset as someone that she is in a significantly long-term relationship with if it turned out that he was actually working with Leviathan. I mean, at the moment, Lex has many aims, but one of his aims is stopping Leviathan, and I think that is largely because Lena told him he became a puppet of theirs. You know, he feels like if Leviathan are around, he can't be the mastermind villain because there is a better mastermind villain. So, you know, right now I feel like we might need to work with him to stop Leviathan. That doesn't mean we trust Lex or want to accept him. So that being said, could William's desire to take Lex down be a weird Leviathan thing? Maybe. I doubt it. I think he is just a very obvious bad guy, very obvious love interest. But I'm sorry. I mean, Kara deserves love. I'm not saying she doesn't. I mean, we all know that we all want Monel to come back. But if that's not possible, if Chris doesn't want to, which I wouldn't actually blame him, I mean, get her a better love interest than this one. If it happens, I will try to care, but I don't know that I'm going to be a hysterical, sobbing mess like I was over Kara and Monel, with happiness and then with sadness, because they've hurt me too much. But then again, I did spend most of the beginning of season 2 fighting my instincts to ship them and failing, so who knows. But right now I don't feel that chemistry. I mean, they're brilliant. Melissa is a brilliant actor. Brilliant. She's so good. And I've got nothing against his portrayal of William, don't get me wrong. He's done nothing wrong in his acting. He's really, I like William as a character, unless he's evil like I've decided he might be. William is a brilliant character so far. I mean, he's not the best character ever, but you know, I like him. It's just they don't have the chemistry that we've had before on the show, or just in general they don't have a particular spark of chemistry. So yeah, I am apprehensive still about this season of Supergirl, but I like that we were able to save WINN's future. And, you know, I knew that something had to happen because it was a part 2, whereas the way it was left, it was like WINN could just pop back to the future now. Whereas I like that, you know, he's got to stick around because there's more of the Toyman stuff. And obviously they're going to save the day and WINN's still going to get to have his future, because otherwise I'd be very sad. But yeah, it was brilliant to see WINN again, and I'm very excited to see him again for the next episode. Thank you for watching.